I'm not a speed freak. I'm nothing like that. I just right situations. I like going fast. This here is the ultimate, really. It'll take a bit of nerve, I think. It'll take a bit of nerve. I think I'm the man for the job. I think so.
This will be Guy Martin's hardest, most dangerous challenge ever. He wants to set a new motorcycle land speed record. The current record is 376 miles per hour. Fast enough to cover the length of a football pitch in less than a second.
He's going some.
It was set by American bike racer Rocky Robinson in 2010.
We did it!
At the world-famous Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah, USA.
It's amazing, isn't it?
In order to break the record, Guy will need a state-of-the-art, million-pound machine that's been developed by British manufacturer Triumph over the last 4 years. It's a two-wheeled fighter jet without wings. But testing has been dogged by issues.
How long has it been on fire? I have no idea.
With Guy at the helm, motorcycle engineering will be pushed into the unknown.
He's freaking smoking!
Strange. The whole thing started fishtailing.
Whoa, 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 no brakes!
But the chances of catastrophic failure are high.
He's down! Hold everybody!
If Guy pulls it off, his name will go down in history as the fastest man on two wheels. The engineering team behind the Streamliner motorcycle is based in the USA.
We're here though, we're here. Another one of our adventures, another one of our adventures. Hey?
Guy's taken the day off work to travel 4,000 miles to Portland, Oregon. To see if he can actually fit inside the machine.
I think we got a phone call about a month ago, wasn't it? I answered the phone, yeah. How do you fancy being the fastest man in the world on two wheels? Oh, yeah. I fancied that quite a bit, really, yeah.
But this extravagant day trip might be all in vain. To save weight, the machine was designed around a smaller rider.
It all could go wrong in, well, when we get there in 10 minutes, I might not be able to fit in it. And that's the whole job scuppered. I mean, the bike has been built for a 5'4" bloke. I'm 5'10", but whatever, come hell or high water, I will fit in that. If it means hacking toes and fingers off, I will fit in it. World speed.
The bike may be light, but it's so long it has to be stored at a local museum.
Come on, we'll go for a look. Nicely mowed grass. Now, you all right? I'm after a mat, please.
Matt.
Matt or Mark? It's Matt, isn't it? Yeah. It's to do with his top speed motorbike.
Yeah, follow the red carpet all the way to the end,
Yeah.
and then the motorcycles will be on your right. when you get there.
Follow the red carpet. Thank you
Yeah,
very
follow
much.
the red carpet, yeah.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh, look at that. There she is.
This is the Rocket Streamliner.
That's her.
It's the first time Guy has seen the machine up close.
Ooh.
You got it?
All right, mate.
How you doing?
All right. You, Matt. Nice to meet you, mate.
Good to meet you, man.
Mate, I'm honoured to meet you.
Matt Markstoller is a full-time truck engineer and part-time hot rod builder.
Do you have your own machine shop then?
You know, I've got a mill and I've got a lathe.
He's been making machines for Bonneville for 35 years.
Bonneville's a crazy place.
The Rocket is his baby. It may not look conventional, but that's because this $1 million machine pushes motorbike design to the limit.
Well, it's a motorcycle because a motorcycle is something with two wheels. But it's not really like any other motorcycle you've ever seen. It's got center hub steering because it's just stiffer than forks.
It's just everything you look at. Bloody hell.
You need the bodywork because at 376 miles an hour, aerodynamics dominates. The air is so strong that it's like an airplane flying through the air, really.
How much boost are you putting through?
About 28 pounds.
Oh, fair bit then.
Yeah.
It has not one, but two 1500cc engines, which are turbocharged to create 1,000 horsepower. That's 5 times more than a high-spec superbike.
Where's the clutch then? Well, the original plan was, as you thought, as I thought, that we was coming here to get measured up to see if we could fit in it. But actually, I don't think that was the case. I think it was more to see the colour of my mustard, if you see what I mean.
I hadn't heard of him.
Yeah, the bottom line was it was a job interview, really.
He's great. You know, what I was really impressed with is he had a lot of questions about everything along the way.
And you run independent controllers for each engine.
Yep. And then what I really love about him is his enthusiasm to do this, but he's got experience that would lend itself. I think that going 400 miles an hour on the salt is probably about the craziest, most uncomfortable thing you could do on a motorcycle. I would think Isle of Man would be a very close second. And then in addition to that, he's done a lot of other things that are first-time things for him.
We broke the world record for the world's fastest sledge a couple of years ago, and we used to parachute for that. So we had to learn how to package parachutes.
Oh, that's awesome. He goes in, he's not familiar, and he is successful at it. So that's what's really encouraging.
I hope I can fit in it. I hope I can fit in it.
You probably have to cut your hair.
I am not bothered about that, mate. I am due a haircut. I didn't notice that the other day.
There's a particular kudos to a land speed record. It's not about winning a race one weekend. It's all about being declared the fastest of all time, and has always attracted motorcycling mavericks. People like Glenn Curtis, who in 1930 went faster than any plane by hitting 136 miles per hour on a V8 motorbike built in the back of his bicycle shop. The first to 200 was German Wilhelm Hertz, a rebel who practiced on the autobahns. Bike dealer Don Vesco was the first to 300, using two-stroke engines considered dangerous by everyone else.
I think I can fit in there.
This lorry mechanic from Grimsby would love to join the ranks of those top speed heroes.
I suppose when you're in, you're in.
Riding faster than he's ever gone before.
I mean, I don't want to break anything.
You can't hurt it.
No.
And becoming Britain's fastest ever biker.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, no
Let's drop it down.
Yeah, no problem. Just the knees.
It's not going to be easy. Guy only fits if he contorts his legs into a crippling position.
She's cosy. I want you in here as well, boy.
You gonna put the canopy on?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I've got 1,000 people I know, and maybe 100 of them would tell me, oh yeah, I would do that in just a minute. But I know that when it really comes down to it, you'd get in and you'd think about your family and you'd think about your other priorities and say, this is a big risk. So it's literally 1 in a million people that would be capable of this. And I was impressed with his mix of qualities, and I'm optimistic that he could be that guy.
So that's the throttle there.
Yep.
Yeah, chomping at the bit now. Chomping at the bit.
The record attempt was scheduled for that summer, but heavy rain flooded Bonneville and submerged the salt flats. It wouldn't be until August 2016 that Guy would get to ride at the so-called fastest place on Earth. Guy Martin wants to break the motorcycle land speed record and has come to a very special place to start his preparations.
We've made it. Bonneville starts here, doesn't it?
On the border of Utah and Nevada, the famous Bonneville salt flats emerge out of the prairie land.
Tastes of salt. Does taste of salt.
It's 40 square miles of perfectly flat, dry lake bed. Hallowed ground that's been used for breaking land speed records for more than 100 years.
It's like a public beach. Anyone can go there. There was lads just mucking about, taking photos and mucking about down there. And this is what I like, this is what I like. There's no passes, there's no gate, there's no security. A few cones, a few loos over there. That is it. That is it. Caution, salt crust may appear firm, but is often moist and unstable. Enjoy the area, please keep it clean.
Guy's new team have set up in the middle of the salt for a week of testing.
That's Christopher.
I'm Christopher. I'm Guy. Nice to meet you.
That's my son Ammon, India.
Crew Chief Matt Markstaller discusses the plan for Guy's first ever ride in the Streamliner, which will be on stabilizers. Being a two-wheeler means the machine inherently wants to topple over. Guy needs to learn how to balance it before he can go fast.
It might take me a week. It might take me one run. We don't know.
For this novice session, both the Streamliner's engines will be kept switched off while an SUV will tow Guy up and down the course.
Usually on a motorbike or on a push bike, the rider's body position has a massive impact on where the bike goes. But this, my body position doesn't have any input at all. I'm wedged in, so I need to get used to that.
All he has at his disposal are two joysticks for steering.
Feel like Tom Cruise, eh?
Okay, you ready? Let's get it going.
The original test rider left the project when his attitude to risk changed after starting a family. The team are back to square one.
A little faster.
It's an inauspicious start as Guy bangs from one stabilizer to the other.
Keep going faster. Keep going faster. This is such a long wheelbase and there's such little steering and that it's just a challenge.
Pushing and pulling the joysticks simply turns the front wheel. After 6 minutes of juggling them back and forth, he catches the machine in perfect balance.
Woo! This is awesome. This is incredible. It took our last guy a week to really do this. This is amazing. That's brilliant, as you Brits would say. Use your brake!
By the end of the course, Guy is a balancing expert.
It's just getting the gist, isn't it? Just the gist.
You got the gist already. Go ahead.
The Streamliner has such little steering angle that it needs a half-mile turning circle. So Guy's pushed round by hand, and the practicing continues. This time, with the aerodynamic canopy in place.
You ready?
Okay.
An unusual problem is soon uncovered with Guy's vision.
Stop, 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 stop. Okay, good, 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 good.
Can you see all right?
No, that's the problem. I can see with one eye, I can't see with two eyes. And it's just the radius of the screen there, it's just a blur. But I'm having to ride with one eye. I'll get used to it if I keep doing it.
Off we go.
Okay.
Guy keeps practicing.
Good, 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 good. Stop.
But Bonneville's temperatures of around 100 degrees means it doesn't take long for the brakes to overheat and fail. The tow truck stops, but the Streamliner can't.
Whoa, 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 no brakes, no brakes. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Go, go, go. Okay. Okay, go as fast
That's
as
it,
he
it's
does.
coming back, it's coming back. It's coming back,
Woo!
it's coming back.
Oh my gosh.
Should we give it a minute?
Guy has had to cope with overheating brakes, a lack of visibility, limited controls and inherent instability, and he hasn't even turned the engines on yet. Little wonder that Bonneville veterans like race director Mike Cook wouldn't want to attempt a land speed record in a machine like this.
In my experience, the streamlined motorcycle by far is the most difficult vehicle out here, I think. I'd rather go 500 miles an hour in a car than run 200 on one of these.
It's going to take us a while to clean that out carefully. I think we should call it a night. I would love to go again, but I don't want to lose those bearings.
When I've watched stuff on him before we came up here, I thought, boy, we're going to have our hands full of this guy. He's going to be a California cowboy, you know, and he really surprised me. I think he's probably one of the top 3 or 4 guys that I've ever seen jump right up off the skids. If this thing stays together under him, I think he's going to gas it down there pretty hard.
What I learned halfway out, I just think, oh yeah, I need to remember to breathe. That was a big thing. And I was clinging on for grim death. And I thought, once I relaxed and started breathing, oh yeah, just relax. And it came a bit easier.
The nearest civilization to the Bonneville Salt Flats is 10 miles away. Welcome to Wendover. Guy braves the back streets of downtown to carry out some research in the local library. He's checking out what he has to beat, the machine called Attack, which set the 376 miles per hour motorcycle land speed record in 2010.
He's going some.
But the record wasn't set easily. Attack had previously suffered some huge crashes.
All right. Smokey Robinson crashed and rolled 16 times. And that didn't kill him, so that's all right. That internet thing's fascinating, isn't it? It'll tell you out, won't it?
Guy's ultimate ambition isn't just to beat the 376 miles per hour record. He wants to hit the very special landmark of 400 miles per hour.
It's never been done. 400 mile an hour on 2 wheels has never been done.
If Guy manages it, he'll join an elite group in the Speed Hall of Fame. Only 3 of Britain's most celebrated daredevils have ever gone that fast on land, and all did it on 4 wheels.
So here we go. Donald Campbell, son of Malcolm. There's his teddy bear. He always has his teddy bear with him. Mr. Wofford, a very superstitious man. First man of 400 mile an hour. That's an impressive thing, that, isn't it? Richard Noble, Sir Richard Noble, 1983. Thrust 2, 634 mile an hour. I remember that I had a model of that when I was a kid. This is Thrust SSC then, first car to become supersonic. Andy Green was piloting it. I've got a picture of that in my shed. Yes, we've got Donald Campbell, Sir Richard Noble, and Andy Green. I want to be the 4th British man to do 400 mile an hour on the land. That is a fair statement, that, isn't it? It's a massive undertaking. What else do I look at? Frankie Vaughan.
It's Guy's second day on the Salt. The land speed record learning curve is steep. Today he will try and ride for the first time with the engines on. And that means a huge increase in complexity for the rider.
I'm nervous. I thought you could get any knobber to come and do this. It's not the case, oh, open the throttle, go flat out. No. There's a lot more to it than what I thought. My brain is busy. We're trying to keep it balanced and keep it in a straight line. As well as that, it's got to look where I'm going. Engine temperatures, oil pressures, getting the right gear. Don't wheel spin too much. I love the challenge. Yeah. But it's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
Go ahead and start it.
Number one. Okay. Okay. That feels nice on the throttle.
Good. Good. You ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, we'll follow you.
We have a problem.
Okay, stop.
The streamliner has lost all drive.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did it jump into neutral?
Oh, it jumped into neutral, okay.
They felt something like that.
Let's pull that panel up and let's see if they're still in first gear.
They restart the engines to try and find the problem.
Wait a minute. The driveline is spinning.
This drive shaft connects the engine to the rear wheel. If it turns but the rear wheel doesn't, then something between the two must have broken.
It just baffles me.
The problem is traced to a failed weld.
That should be solid.
The 1,000 horsepower engines have sheared the end of the drive shaft. The nearest precision welder is 2 hours away in Salt Lake City, so there will be no more practice today.
Hey. World records don't come easy. You can shout and scream all you want. It's not going to change anything. Just get on with it. Get on with it. Yeah, we'll be right.
The next morning, the repaired streamliner is ready for Guy to try and make his first powered run with stabilizers. He squeezes inside. It's such a tight fit, his shoes have to be put on afterwards.
Let's get someone to put my shoes on, mate.
Okay, guys, get the cars ready to run. Okay, Guy, we're ready. We're ready to go. Go ahead.
Guy winds on the throttle, rides away smoothly, and instantly finds his balance.
That was a shock to us. That looks really good. 75. He's a natural for this. He's really good at it. Okay, go ahead and slow to a stop. That was fantastic. It was great. Loved it.
This first powered run may only have lasted for 3 minutes, but Guy's overflowing with technical feedback.
4,000 at 80 mile an hour in second gear. I went up to third. Good throttle connection, everything feels good. It just wants to go.
Yeah, good. I don't know Guy well, but we connect on a level. We both have a mechanical interest and an understanding, so we speak the same language.
Probably from mile 7 to mile 5.5 was the ruts. And
Yeah.
It's all right, it's controllable.
Yeah.
It just wants to track with the ruts.
When I met him the first time, it was difficult to understand him, and Triumph was telling me, hey man, you got to call Guy, you guys got to have a good relationship, you got to be best friends, crew chief and rider. And I said, that's fine, but I don't think I could understand a word he says over the phone. I can hardly understand him when I'm looking him in the face. Okay, good. Take a couple hours off.
But Guy has to face a much longer delay when huge gusts rip through the pits. Riding in conditions like this could push the streamliner across the salt like a pencil.
One run today, and wind has stopped play. But the wind is forecast to be better in the morning, so we'll be at it at first light.
It's 5:30 a.m. on Guy's 5th day at Bonneville. He makes his now regular commute to work, east on Bonneville Speedway Road. After 4 miles, the Arrow straight tarmac just stops, and the salt flats begin. 1 mile further on are the makeshift pits. Today, Guy's going to try and make his first ever run without stabilizers. Extendable landing gear operated via a handlebar switch will keep him upright when starting and stopping.
Front gate's locked down. Pits are locked.
Race director Mike Cook gives the team the green light.
Matt, everything's locked down.
Thank you.
With no training wheels, even a small bump could tip the streamliner over. The damage caused by skidding on its side could take days to repair.
Okay, Guy, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Guy's about to attempt a 5-mile-long balancing act.
Guy, shut it off, shut it off, shut it down.
What the heck? Gosh, this pisses me off.
Crew Chief Matt immediately heard something was wrong.
Yeah, what happened there?
It sounded like you had one engine quit.
The team suspect an electrical fault because the salt air often attacks wiring looms. Every inch of the machine has to be inspected because at Bonneville, even small issues can be fatal. Just before Guy's arrival, one of his most experienced rivals in the race to 400 miles per hour, Californian Sam Wheeler, died after crashing while testing.
Sammy's been 350, 60 miles an hour, more than anybody probably on a streamliner. And he was only running 145 miles an hour. When he got off the throttle, the thing just fell over. And it slid, and then it jumped up in the air and started tumbling. When you get in there, you know there's a monster out there that can jump in and do ugly stuff to you.
This has given me rather the kick up the backside because I think, oh yeah, it's risky this. Yeah, this makes it a proper record. Boys get killed trying to break this record.
By the afternoon, the streamliner is working again, but the fault has not been found, a fact that troubles Guy's data engineer, James Whistler.
It's a mystery. I don't really like it. I don't like mysteries like that. It's fun if it's in a movie or something like that, but it's not fun when you're trying to make something go fast repeatedly.
It only adds to the tension as Guy lines up once again to try and run without stabilizers for the first time.
Good. Okay, white car, we're on our way. Go. Go.
Soon, Crew Chief Matt's chase car is driving at 130 miles per hour.
You going as fast as you can? Wow.
Guy is simply disappearing. The fastest Guy has ever gone on a racing motorbike is 203 miles per hour. The dashboard speedo reveals the landmark moment. He sets his own personal land speed record. Not bad for the first run without training wheels.
Show off.
Okay, he's open into the pit.
I thought I was doing 60, but I looked down, I was doing 120, and I just thought, well, I feel all right. So I pushed on 150, kept in fit, just went full throttle. Next thing I know, I'm looking 210, 250, and then I got looking where I was going. I'm not saying it's boring, but it wasn't far off.
Are you serious?
But I'm being sensible, I'm not being stupid.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love you. I love you. I love that he is bored. If he comes away here sending a record disappointed that it wasn't exciting enough, that's the best thing I could hear.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you. Cheers.
It just means everything's working well. So the fact that he can ride it and it doesn't take much mental energy is good. That leaves a reserve to take care of any problems.
Cheers. Yeah, clutches, gearbox seem perfect.
Guy is probably, without a doubt, the best balancer I've ever seen on a bike. We've had a motorcycle at about 80 miles an hour flop over and break the guy's collarbone. They fall over all the time.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Thank you. Cheers, boss.
Guy and his team are following in the footsteps of the racers and engineers who've been trying to conquer Bonneville for nearly 70 years. At the end of the Second World War, what had been an aircraft bombing range became a playground of speed. Speed-obsessed aircrew realized old fighter plane fuel tanks were the perfect aerodynamic shape. They simply cut a hole for the head, added an engine and wheels, and headed for the salt flats. Motorcycle racers experimented with slightly different ways to make themselves more aerodynamic. Rolly Free hit 150 on his Vincent, wearing nothing but swimming trunks. The idea didn't take off, and soon machines using both 4 wheels and 2 evolved into fully enclosed streamliners. Between 1955 and 1970, Triumph-powered machines like the Devil's Arrow held the land speed record. The ingenious shape improvised by those original blue-collar heroes of speed is still being used today.
Okay.
The team is hoping to go even faster than the 217 miles per hour they achieved last time out.
I can't feel much wind at all.
2 parachutes are packed because Guy will need all the help he can get slowing the streamliner down before the end of the 11-mile course.
The deal was, put the canopy on, get ready to go, and then Matt gives me 1 start on 1 engine, give him 2 start on the 2 engine, puts the thumbs up, he walks away, and then I count 10 until I set off. That's simple. Yeah, because I count 15 because I'm quite excited to go, so I'm sure my 10 would be 5.
Little did Guy know that 48 seconds after starting, he would have one of the most dangerous moments of his life.
I changed from first to second quite early, probably 3,000, 4,000 RPM, and then from then get it into it. Accelerating as fast as I can.
He's freaking smoking!
Oh, we're going all right. Keep pressing on. Got to about 190 something. Then I got into a rather big weave. I don't really know what happened. But I was looking out the side window to look at where I was going. And this weave turned into a weave and then got into a right weave, and I just thought, well, that's it. That's it, we're over. I couldn't hold it, so I had to lock my knees to the handlebars. And that then it sort of brought it straight. Yeah, accelerated again.
Oh my god.
Got to 270 something.
Smoking past 2. Shoots out. Shoots out.
We've got a few issues, we need to sort them out. Thank you, good work. Strange.
It was a dramatic event for sure.
The whole thing started fishtailing.
Guy reacts to it like, well, it happened, I went through it, I'll keep an eye on it. I would probably take a day or 2 to collect myself before I thought about what I wanted to do. Less than a second later, he's just on the throttle. And we haven't figured it out. I'm not completely settled with that, but he is. So we'll spend some time thinking about it and see if we can come up with anything.
I didn't think it was that bad until I looked at the data and went, yeah, it's pretty bad. There was 20 degrees between the bike and the horizon. He's like, yeah, let's keep going. And I saw that in the video. Hell no. Not a chance. I don't want to say he's nuts because it was all pretty considered the way he thought about it and thought it through, but he's got some cojones.
My gears are turning. I sort of just got back to how I was when I first started racing, I think. And I've lost that. I haven't had that for 10 years now. I'm trying to break a world record, trying to do 400 miles an hour. No one's ever done that. Trying to do something that no one's ever done before. I like that, yeah.
An investigation that evening by data engineer James reveals the 200 miles per hour wobble may have been caused by ruts at the 5-mile mark.
We found a bunch of donuts around the actual mile marker, and if you look at the data, that's right where the high-speed wobble occurred. So I'm not saying that's exactly what caused it, but it sure is a coincidence. So it's Bonneville, it's public land. You try to cordon it off as best you can, especially when you're making a high-speed pass, but people do come out here and they do mess around with stuff.
Despite being regularly dragged and polished, the salt's not in good enough condition to make any more fast runs. This first week of testing is over.
Awesome job to everyone. Thanks, Guy, for coming to do this, because this
Thank you
is
very much for all the effort everyone puts in.
Yeah.
The job's done
But
right.
yours
I feel new with confidence.
Yeah,
Thanks for letting us have a go.
Are there any other technical things that you guys wanted to mention or bring up at this point? Anyone at all? Concerns or thoughts or?
We haven't got enough tea bags. We ran out of tea bags yesterday.
It's just been amazing. It's been, yeah, and I don't say that about it. It's been an amazing experience. It's been an amazing experience, but yeah, unfinished business.
Yes,
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks everybody.
Record's on, definitely. 100%.
The team will return to the salt in 5 weeks with the intention of going even faster. But with higher speed comes higher risk. The only event where you can set a land speed record officially recognized by motorcycling's governing body is the annual Mike Cook Shootout at Bonneville. But on the eve of Guy Martin's arrival, it rains. Racing activity is suspended. There's nothing to do but wait for the salt to dry. 2 days later, it does.
And we're live, broadcasting from the legendary Bonneville Salt Flats for the world-famous Mike Cook Shootout.
I was here at half-5. Still pitch black and there was no one here, but I was here at half-5. No one cleaner than me.
All the world's elite speed machines are here, and records in different classes are already being broken.
Entry speed 218.8.
Literally, we call it the best of the best. If you can't qualify for a record, we really won't accept your entry.
All the way from Grimsby in Lincolnshire, Guy Martin is aiming to take the Triumph Rocket Streamliner into the record books. Good luck, Guy, and give him hell.
You seen the electric car? It's the size of the barbecue.
This is 82.3 K-Jazz on your FM dial, where the hits are smooth and golden, just the way you like them.
For Guy's team, running this week comes with added pressure. The current record holders Akatak are here, and although they've been developing their machine for 13 years, owner Mike Akatif wants this to be its last outing.
It's just simply dangerous out there. That's why if we go 400, we're done. We're gonna retire, absolutely.
Guy's bike is checked by the safety scrutineers. The potential speeds are now higher, so Guy needs a drag racing specification helmet and wrist restraints to stop his arms flailing around in the event of a rollover.
Too tight? Nah, okay.
For the first time in 5 weeks, and in front of the world's press, Guy is towed out to the course.
Okay.
Some damp patches remain in the salt, making the streamliner hard to control and shocking the normally cool-headed Guy.
No! Whoa! So loose, he was trying to dig his own ruts and trying to fight to get it out of the road. And I got it the first time. I thought, oh, that was a bit near. And the next thing I know, I'm on the side without no warning, no.
It's part of it. It's just part of it. We were just towing him in slush, and he wanted to go again. But when it tips over like that, you get the oil running out of the engine sumps, and you want to just make sure that everything is okay. So it's just good practice to come back here and give everything a once-over.
The team work fast to get the streamliner ready again, and Guy heads out for a run. He hits 209 miles per hour, but the machine struggles to rev cleanly. One of the engines has no oil pressure, possibly caused by debris in the system after the bike toppled over. Eight hours later, and the team are still trying to cure the problem.
We're used to this. You know, I've got a production development background, so you spend millions of hours developing a production car or motorcycle. You know, you gotta expect things along the way.
Guy has been in America for 5 days and only done one run. It's not his usual rate of work.
Yeah, I'm just a bit paid off. It is a science project, and it's not a race team.
The mechanics work through the night to fix the issue.
I can't knock the boys. We're putting another engine in until 4 o'clock this morning.
By dawn, the engines have burst into life once again. It's the final day of the Mike Cook shootout, and Guy is determined to try a fast run. Nobody is watching more keenly than the current record holder, Rocky Robinson.
For most of us, it takes a while to get up to real high speeds. He's already gone pretty fast, 274, but you know, to add on another 130 miles an hour to that isn't easy. You gotta pay your dues along the way, which all of us do some way or another.
Guy prepares to make what he hopes is the fastest run of his life.
10-4. Okay. Go ahead and send them.
Okay, let's go. Get right behind him. Right behind him. Right.
Underway right now.
I got it. He's down.
Oh, stop.
Roll, everybody roll. Open hard, get down.
Oh my gosh. Stop.
9 and a quarter. Roll, everybody. Everybody's headed that direction, Mike. He's okay. Calm down, no fire, no smoke.
She crashes well. She does crash well.
The streamliner became unstable when the rear wheel lost traction at 70 miles per hour. Despite multiple impacts, the cockpit remained intact and kept Guy safe.
I didn't do anything wrong. Are we okay? Can we go again? It's usually with conventional motorbikes is you crash and it's tarmac sky, tarmac ambulance. But in this it was quite, just a roller coaster, just round and round and round and round and round, stop.
It was just wet, soupy salt. You know, looking at the data, the traction control just couldn't keep up. You know, he's getting into the turbos. And then he went down and went over and hit the tail, and that kind of spun him around, and then he went back up and high-sided the other way. So it was really a double high-side.
Local legend says bad luck at Bonneville only comes from one place.
They said about this salt witch, she's not being kind to us, she's making us earn it. I think she was kind to us when we came here first. She said, I'll just cuddle you, you'll be all right. And we came away thinking, oh yeah, we've sort of half got this, we're going to be all right. And then we've come here this time, and she said, no, I don't like you this time, you're going to have to work for it. And we have.
With the rear wheel now out of alignment, and unrepairable, the team have to call the record attempt off for now.
So Matt, what are we saying? We're calling it a draw.
I think that's an optimistic view, that it's a draw. Maybe the salt one today,
Salt
but
one.
that doesn't matter. We'll be back. We know that if we have a dry course view to hit 300 easy.
Yes.
Someday the conditions will line up, the bike will be there, the rider will be there.
I want to do it.
Yeah.
I want to do 400 miles an hour.
You've got a unique way of looking at the world that allows you to go for something like that. I think it can be you.
All right, patience then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank
Still,
you.
it's been an honour.
Thank you, man.
No, thank
It's been
you.
awesome.
In just 2 months, Guy Martin has gone from stabilisers to becoming the fastest ever British biker, and within 103 miles per hour of being the fastest motorcyclist of all time. One of the most exciting rivalries in land speed record racing has only just begun.
Out of everything out here, I think that's the big story. They're both potential 400-mile-an-hour motorcycles. So it's kind of exciting.
I think really, let's be honest, Rocky Robinson deserves to be the first man in the world to 400 mile an hour. I want to beat him.
I want to beat everyone to 400. You know, that's why we're doing this. You know, I'm a racer, he's a racer, and, you know, one of us is going to.
2017 looks set to be the fastest ever year in motorcycling history.
You can make a TV programme about it, couldn't you? Couldn't you?
Next Sunday at 8, Krishnan Guru Murthy and Countdown's Rachel Riley go up against incredibly fast-witted child geniuses for Stand Up to Cancer. But tonight, don't miss the expected fireworks overnight when Donald Trump has to face a woman he has no chance of messing with. Trump versus Clinton live at 1:35. Next tonight, Celebrity Island with Bear Grylls.